Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I have some really unfortunate news. The other day, videocards.com could report a rumor that Nvidia were intending to discontinue the 16 gigabyte lineups, which would include the 5060 Ti and the 5070 Ti. They would still keep the 5080, but this morning a new rumor started that they would also discontinue the 5060 and maybe even the 5070. But it was yet undecided. I think the hesitation of this is because this is a different PCB layout than the other cards, and they might still have a lot of those in stock. So I think if they would have extra RAM, they would put them on these cards and sell them. And it would only come out very sporadically if RAM was available, and otherwise not come out. But this would leave a gaping void in the market for mid-tier graphics cards. And luckily for us, the AMD cards fit perfectly into this void. The question is, though, can AMD fill the void? Do they have the capacity to fill that market? Because I think right now the mid-tier market is 50-50 between those two. And could they really double their production? And could they get RAM for double the production? And if not, the prices of AMD cards would also go up by a lot. So if you want a graphics card at a reasonable price, you should probably buy it right now. The rumor was also confirmed today by Hardware Unboxed. They had a plan of doing a full roundup of the 5070 Ti from all board partners and all models and release that. But after reaching out to all the board partners, they got the same answer, that they were not available anymore and they would be end of life. So it's confirmed, at least, that the 5070 Ti will be end of life. And I think it merits also that at least the 5060 Ti will be end of life. I don't know about the 5060, but I could think that maybe they would toss this in the bin too and then just keep the 5050. I don't know if they would cancel the 5050. I don't think so. But it's a great void here in the mid-tier segment. But we still have the 9070 XT and the 9060 XTs. They fill this void really well. I could see the 9060 XT 16 gigabyte go up to $3,000, not dollars, kronas again. And the 8 gigabyte model a little less. I would see the 5060 Ti 8 gigabytes go up and simply replace the 16 gigabyte model in price. So you would just go up to 3,600 kronas. At probably already start of next month, if not before. The price of the 5060 would also creep up steadily when stock runs out. And there's no rush of selling them cheap now either. I think a lot of those who have the January sales are regretting that right now, especially if you look at this complete listing here for 6,000 Danish kroner, which is really, really cheap. I were tempted to buy this at least, even though it's a WindForce with worse cooling and more noisy cooling. I would be tempted to buy this. If I were to build a computer today, I would probably pick this one. And if I would just turn down this until the noise was acceptable, I guess. But there are a lot of these listings. Also, Elgiganten is the one who's carrying this 5060. And if we can't get new shipments, these are not in stock. They are meant to be sent to them after after you have ordered them. They are kind of back order, but they have a deal for them. So they come directly from the manufacturer. But they could cancel that from the manufacturer side, I guess. And if it's not available, then they are by law in Denmark obliged to offer you a similar card. But if a similar card is not available, they cannot offer it to you. So they would offer you a 5050 instead. Or maybe a 9060 8 GB. But I don't think they would do that because it's different brand. And they could not offer it for this price anyway. But they could give you a special price for this instead, I guess. But also the 5070, if this goes out of stock, it would probably be all the way up to 6,000 kronos. It would be crazy expensive. Can't even imagine it right now. But these will certainly go away now. They're also way too expensive price performance right now. So I don't know what to say other than if you know you're going to buy a graphics card in the next 6 months, you should buy it back in October or November at Black Friday. Else, buy it now. If you wait, it will not be available anymore. And if it's available, it will be a lot more expensive. You should probably not even wait for the 1st of February. You should probably just buy it now. Yeah, that's my advice for now. Buy it now. If you wait, it will be more expensive and you might not be able to afford it or it might not be available. I don't know how many we sell per day, but it would be nice if we could see. Does the Pro Shop have them in stock? Can we see how many they have? Oh, they don't take new orders because they are already adjusted it. Let's see what Complete says now. They still say they have over 100 in stock. But the question is this really in stock or is this somewhere else in stock? Because 2 to 6 days, it doesn't seem like they have it in stock. If they had it in stock, it would be 1 to 2 days. 2 to 6 days is they have it somewhere else. So they probably get it directly from Gigabyte. And they have been promised over 100 of these. I think there is a risk you buy this and they cancel it afterwards. But I think I would buy it now. It's really, really good price. Yeah. What else could, if you had to buy right now, if you have entry level, the 5068 gigabyte, I think it's the only thing that makes sense right now. If you want a little more, you buy the 9060 XT 16 gigabyte version. And you can still get the 5070. It's still a reasonably good card. It has much more performance than the 5060 and the 9060 XT. It only has 12 gigabytes. This means that you in the future will not be able to run everything on Ultra. You have to set them down to high and some medium textures or medium settings. If you want good quality, high quality, I would still recommend the 9070 XT. The 5070 XTI is still too expensive for what you get. Unless you get this cheap one, as long as it's there, I think it could warrant it. But price performance, you get more for your money with the 9070 XT. And with the new FSR 4, it's not bad at all. The new DLSS 4.5 is a lot better than FSR4, at least for now, and you would get more out of your card. It seems like DLSS ultra performance or performance is the same as balanced on FSR. So there is that. So that would be my recommendation. Now, do you want a great mid-tier card? The 9070 XT is the one to buy. If you want a cheap entry-level budget card, right now, I think with this price, it's the 5060. If you want a little better, go for the 9060 XT 16 gigabyte and stay clear of the 18 gigabytes, at least until the 16 gigabytes run out of stock. I would not recommend the 5060 Ti 16 gigabyte at this price. I think it's too expensive. I don't think you would regret getting it, but I think you could get more for less money. And I don't think you would regret getting the 9060 XT either. So that's it for now. And take care of that. If you need help making a build for you, reach out to me either on Discord or in the comments, and I would happily make a build for you on Price Runner, or maybe even a PC part picker if you tell me your country. So see you guys around.